its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Payton, and it's Harkless in at the small forward. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Now here's Payton. He just could not put it together in that loss to Atlanta.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice. Here's
Fultz. It's a three-point game. There's the pass to Fournier. The 17-footer. Count it. Good.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Vucevic against Robinson. Payton outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Yep, it counts.
Boy, Markelle Fultz in the open floor, capitalizing on the defense's mistake. Nicely done.
Payton looking around. Here's Randall. That shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Fultz with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Here's Payton. The shot that time, not on target. Orlando, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. To the inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Here's the lob to the hoop. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here's Fultz. Passes it to Isaac. Lets it go from deep. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
A brief check now of the stats for Fournier. How he performed last season. Averaged about 15 points a game. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Fultz looking around, just 4 to shoot. Fades and shoots. That misses off the backboard.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Barrett. And here is Harkless. He's guarded by Fournier. And here is Harkless. Here's Payton. Robinson kicks to Harkless. Back to Robinson. Barrett dishes to Payton. There's the three. Fournier pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Barrett. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective. Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
Now, here's Barrett. Following the miss by Evan Fournier. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
He misses the free throw.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
And it's tied up with that one.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game. Some numbers here for Randall. Last season, he played outstanding. 19th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Now, here's Isaac. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now, Fultz. Trying to get something going. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, when Markelle Fultz is hitting jump shots, look out. It gives energy to the entire team.
13 feet away. Here's Robinson. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Fournier. And Harkless pulls it down.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. You look at Robinson, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Now here's Gordon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Fultz. Right at the free throw line. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This guy's so polished inside. Nikola Vucevic, great at being assertive and earning these fouls.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
We know this about Nikola Vucevic. He's a high percentage finisher. To me, the next steps, right? Improve your defense, be more consistent with range. And if he does that, he's golden.
Now here's Randall. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And the Knicks with possession here. Trailing by 5. Payton outside. Softly drops in the floater.
I'll tell you, pull out the floater when necessary. Elfrid Payton pretty.
Here's Fultz. He's got 7. Outside Fournier. Beyond the arc. Knicks with the rebound.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Payton. Passes to Harkless. Outside Robinson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Outside Fournier. Now here's Fultz, covered by Payton. Back to Fournier. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Pass to Fournier. Randall with some nice D.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, Terra, love seeing him hammer it home.
Here's Fultz, following the score by New York. And it's Vucevic missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
First free throw is good.
Boy, guys, when you consider Orlando and 6 straight years in the lottery, the talent they had accumulated, their last draft obviously breaking the streak.
Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Doris, some of those Magic lottery players were ultimately traded in their rookie deal.
Well, think about it, Kevin. Oladipo, Payton, and Hazonia all gone. How do they view the Ibaka trade ultimately? What we know unequivocally, guys, is Orlando is willing to shuffle the deck until they get the cards they want.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And checking out the stats for Aaron Gordon. He had a strong showing last season. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Yep, that one goes. And it's 9 points for Markelle Fultz. The Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Barrett the pass to Payton. Oh!
My goodness.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Payton. Now here's Fultz. 9 points in the game so far. Vucevic trying to get open. And Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 11.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Here's Randall. That one no good. The Magic go the other way with it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Isaac passes to Fultz. Pass to Vucevic. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Barrett. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Vucevic. To the left wing. Fultz dishes to Ross. Over in the corner, Isaac. Now here's Ross. Defense right on him. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Barrett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand. That
free throw, no good.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Gordon finds Augustine. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Puts up a three. They get it back. Goes back up. Robinson with the block. Here's Payton. No good on that one. So Orlando will take it the other way. To the right side. The pass to Vucevic. Ross on the wing. A 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The slam dunk by Robinson.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Augustine with it.
See, I love the intensity Payton plays with on the defensive end. He's got height, he's got reach, and he's got desire. I love watching this guy guard.
We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine, and it's Aminu in at the 3 spot.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Passes it to Vucevic. Over Robinson. And it's Vucevic missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And now Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Aminu. Back to Trier. Outside Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dotson. He's guarded by Ross. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustine. Some last season stats for him. 12th in three-point field goal percentage, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the 3 anyway. The 9-foot shot, good on the shot. Augustine's got his first bucket of the night.
That jumper is just money. DJ Augustine proving again how effective he is.
Dotson the pass to Trier. Portis against Gordon. Portis can't get it to go.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Augustine, no luck. The Knicks with the lead. To the middle. And Portis throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And Orlando has possession. Following the score by New York. And then Gordon with the dunk. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Like, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on the roster.
Here's Portis after the Magic pick up 2. Over Gordon. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And here's Augustine. His last outing, 16 points for him. Aminu. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Here's Trier. To stop the run. Here's Dotson. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Got a piece of it. Gordon kicks to Augustine. Pass to Aminu. Fires from deep. They're with the rebound. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Dotson. Aminu grabs the miss.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Now here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Dotson. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Count it. Aminu's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Gibson finds Harkless. Here's Dotson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the pass to Harkless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this one. New York, no good that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Ross. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The rebound by Gibson.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Harkless kicks to Portis. Dotson. Fires for three. Carries it from three-point range. Dotson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Magic leading by 4. Now Augustine. Vucevic gets double-teamed from deep. The shot missing. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
Boy, DJ Augustine, the number 9 pick in 2008, he has certainly been well-traveled in his career.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Aminu, the pass to Augustine. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. And despite the journeyman career, Augustine is playing his best ball now.
Well, it's reflected in his shooting percentages, Kevin. Over the last few seasons, he has really taken off in terms of his efficiency. This is probably one of the most underrated shooters in the NBA.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Bob pass to Gordon.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Here's Dotson. Passes it to Portis. Over Ross. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Portis.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Now here is Augustine. High, arcing shot. It's good. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
Here's Dotson. Over Gordon. That one a little long.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's Ross. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Here's Harkless. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Augustine dishes to Ross. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense role off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had.
And the first one drops. Doris, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person, even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That free throw, no good. so he can't get either to fall.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
From downtown, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Trier. Here's Barrett. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Fultz the pass to Ross. And it's Noel with the rebound. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. 6-point game. And this game is done. They'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Vucevic with the block.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so here is New York after the Magic pick up 2. Here's Trier. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. 1:36 left now here in the second. Fultz the pass to Ross. Now Vucevic. Over Noel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Let's remember we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
The Magic have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first one falls. 7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside doors, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now, make no mistake.
He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Payton kicks to Barrett. Knocks it loose. Isaac with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. And the shot is good. Fultz has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
You know what? You cannot afford to be careless with the basketball around Jonathan Isaac. Those long arms to get into the passing lanes. Woohoo!
Payton attacking. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Payton. And a fast break now for New York. Basket good. Payton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
We are talking about one of the elite players defensively in the NBA. Elfrid Payton making plays right now.
He gets that one. 17 points for Markelle Fultz.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Payton dishes to Barrett. Doesn't go for him.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Here's Ross. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 12-point Orlando lead.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
Here's Randall. Bamba with the block. And so it's the Orlando Magic up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. We know they were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket. and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Keeping the paint tight is key. Thanks very much, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Markelle Fultz was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Shaq, what'd you think about the Magic?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looks like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Payton is out there with Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Vucevic missing. Knicks trail by 12. Now here's Payton. A floater. Vucevic with the block. And they'll keep possession. And he comes up with the deuce. The Magic shooting 43% for the game. Now here's Fultz. Guarded closely. Puts the move on. Good on the bucket. Fultz has got 19 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Payton passes to Harkless. Outside Robinson. Out to the wing. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Barrett. Now here's Fultz, covered by Payton. Here's Fournier. And that one is off. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Payton. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Payton's got 6 points.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Isaac. But they recover it. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, that's power and focus of Nikola Vucevic. Hit him, slap him, doesn't make a difference.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. Wow. I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Now, here's Isaac. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Shot from 12. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got the lead up to 13 now for Orlando.
Well, I like seeing Jonathan Isaac work in the mid-range. This guy is demonstrating the touch to score from there.
Here's Payton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
And he knocks down the first one.
I think Elfrid Payton has exciting potential. He's got unbelievable defensive instincts and work habits. He just needs to develop a little bit more on the offensive end.
And so he's able to get one of two. Randle no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Here's Payton following the score by Aaron Gordon. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic leading by 14. Dishes to Fultz. Outside Fournier. Kept alive Orlando. And it's good for two. And that's 15 points for Vucevic.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Payton left side. Vucevic with the rebound.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. Poked away. Payton outside. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Fournier, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Payton.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Pass to Isaac. Fournier gets a wide open look, and the three ball is good. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
They're so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
Here's Harkless, and it's sent back by Isaac. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Gordon against Randle. Outside Robinson. He kicks to Harkless.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
Here's Fultz. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by New York. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice pump fake there. Barrett isn't all effort and athleticism. He pays attention to his craft.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Fultz with the ball. 19 points in the game. And finished off by Fultz.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence. Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
He's checked in for Randall.
A moment here to see some numbers for Peyton. Good season for him last year. Averaged 10 points per game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
New York, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. And here is Isaac. 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got 8 points.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Peyton outside. Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Isaac. Now Harkless. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 5.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Fournier, 5 points in the game. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. From deep, Vucevic trying to get open. The Magic getting another chance here. And he gets the bucket.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
It's stolen by Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
And you gotta love just the attack mentality of Fultz. Always getting after it on D. Skilled at taking the ball away from the opposition.
Now here's Peyton. He's got 7. Kicks to Barrett. A 3-ball. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Peyton's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Fultz. 23 points in the game. Pass to Fournier. Vucevic trying to get open. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 5 points now in the quarter. Knicks trail by 21. Peyton kicks to Harkless. Back to Peyton. Outside Portis. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Barrett. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot by Harkless, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now, here's Barrett. He's covered by Isaac. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Knicks have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far.
shots. Last on the first.
No good on that one. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Pass to Fultz.
Switch.
Now the pass to Fournier. He can't hit that time. So New York will take it the other way. Payton left side. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Barrett, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Isaac passes to Fultz. Back to Isaac. Kicks it out to Gordon. Launches it. Knicks with the rebound. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Robinson. After the Magic pick up 2, and it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Magic on defense. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Here's Robinson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Isaac. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
Payton up top, guarded by Fultz. And they double up Payton. Here's Dotson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got assist #8 here in this one already. Fournier against Portis. Bamba. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Robinson. Payton against Gordon. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And stolen by Payton. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he lays it up and in. Payton's got 9 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And it's good, 2 points. 27 points for Markelle Fultz.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bounce pass Robinson. Here's Barrett. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Gordon kicks to Fournier. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Orlando closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Orlando, the lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. Just 3 to shoot. From outside the arc, Barrett, no good. Magic leading by 20. Ennis taking his time here. Passes it to Fournier. Robinson against Bamba. Back to Fournier. And it goes down 2 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
The Knicks shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Randall. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
It's stolen by Ennis. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Fultz with the ball.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Payton drives in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, you talk about a player who is a consummate pro. Taj Gibson.
No doubt. Taj is a guy who has always approached the game from a veteran standpoint. He's a great leader, great defensive player, and in between the lines and out, you can count on Taj Gibson.
That one is off. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Now here is Augustine. At the elbow, it's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And so it's New York with it after the Magic pick up 2. New York, no good that time either.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Bamba's got 4 this quarter.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Bullock. Good on the jump shot. Bullock's got his first 2 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Ennis with the ball. He's guarded by Bullock. Bamba dishes to Aminu. 5 on the clock. Here's Augustine. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Trier following the bucket by Orlando. Oh, that's blocked. Now here's Ennis. Not a lot of room. Here's the three. No good on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bullock passes to Ntilikina. No one near him. That one off the back iron and out.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Augustine dishes to Ennis. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots, and everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
That free throw missing. The Knicks making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. And the second free throw, good. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Now the dish to Ellington. Shoots from the line. And Bamba pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bamba. Aminu, the pass to Birch. Now here is Augustine. Back to Birch.
I'll tell you, Taj Gibson does such a sensational job sticking his man on the defensive end. He has made a living there.
A shot by Ellington, no good. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And Augustine kicks to Aminu. Back to Augustine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And guys, what you love about DJ Augustine is the leadership he provides to the young guys. They'll lean on him for advice, for knowledge, for sets. This guy is just a key cog.
Ntilikina, the teardrop falls in. Ntilikina's got his first points of the night.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Pass to Birch. Now, here's Aminu. No good that time. The Knicks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Here's Ntilikina. He dishes it to Randall. Knocked away. And he gets it to go.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. It's deflected. Pass to Birch. Clock at 6. Ennis passes to Bamba. Over Gibson. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Birch, the pass to Aminu. Shoots over Ellington. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Bamba.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
The pass to Randall. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Now, here's Aminu. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Augustine. Feeds to Bamba. The shot's good. Bamba's got 8 here in the quarter.
The very definition of a savvy veteran. DJ Augustine threads the needle in the pick and roll.
Passes to Gibson. Over Bamba. No good from Gibson. The Magic have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. He goes up again, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, he knows and understands, Mo Bamba, that it's his job to grab rebounds, get on the backboards, and work hard. So the term unicorn has arisen for shot blockers who can also space the floor. Mo Bamba on that list, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Awundu's checked in, and it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. And coming in, Mo Bamba comparing his game to that of Joel Embiid's. Doris, do you see that?
Well, I've heard others mention Rudy Gobert with a 3-point shot, and that might be a closer comparison. We're going to have to watch and see what Mo Bamba hangs his hat on both the offensive and defensive end. Comparison's a bit early at this point.
And for Frank Ntilikina, some questions as to where he is best suited.
I mean, for me, I like when he plays more off the ball. I mean, he's shown that he could become a scorer when he only has to worry about that aspect of his game. Still very young and has a great set of skills with which to work.
And that one falls for Ntilikina.
Well, Frank Ntilikina still trying to find his niche, right? You've seen him spend some time at the point guard. You've seen him on the wing. This guy has got to find the position that maximizes his impact.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Doris, as you said with Ntilikina, it's been a search to find the right role for him in the NBA.
When you're a high draft pick, Kevin, as you know, there's always expectations. And for Ntilikina, I don't necessarily think his role has been clearly defined to this point. Once he sorts that out and his offense comes along, because of his defensive prowess, I think he should be fine.
Here's Ntilikina, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Randall kicks to Ntilikina. Shoots over Carter Williams. Ntilikina can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Ennis, good. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Dishes to Randall. Pass to Gibson. Shoots over Bamba. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And Gibson always has had a solid mid-range game. You can't let him get comfortable from that spot.
Carter Williams with it. Pass to Birch. And here's Ennis. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. Kept alive Orlando.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass. So that'll let them work the clock even more.
Bullock kicks to Ntilikina. Trying to get open is Randall. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Now Ennis. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. 1:44 left in the fourth. And the pass to Gibson. Here's Bullock from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there, Kevin.
Orlando's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Markelle Fultz.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And he makes both free throws. 7-footers typically challenged as far as mobility. But Doris, you look at Mo Bamba, he appears to be very fluid.
Well, he's listed at 7 feet. He's actually 7'1" in shoes. And despite that height, Kevin, as you mentioned, Mo Bamba is a very fluid athlete. He's got exceptional feet, tremendous upside for Bamba.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Here's Ntilikina. Carter Williams covering. Bamba against Gibson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Birch's shot's good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Randall. Birch grabs the board. On offense, here are the Magic. And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. Now here's Carter Williams. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.